So what's up with that, right? I'm not a millennial. So, and I'm also not so old that I'm sitting in front of the doctor's office waiting for him to give me prescriptions. I'm not going to my dermatologist. I'm not going to all these other places either. I wanted to know what's happening in the industry for people like me, who are wanting to go to a spa, who are wanting to relax, who are wanting to take our hard-earned money because we worked since we were 16 years old, and now we can relax and take advantage of it, but we're also going to live to be 120 years old, right? Because, and I'm not kidding. So you can live to be 120 years old standing up straight and walking on your own 2 feet, or you can live to be 120 years old, feeble, and being pushed by a wheelchair. Now this becomes big business. So the name of the topic today is, I haven't done that yet, leveraging health and wellness in the hospitality industry. It's become an industry opportunity, right? And it's a worthy topic of discussion. And for that, we put together this fantastic panel. I'm going to go sit down, but we put together this fantastic panel. I'm going to introduce them all one by one. We have Jodi Kinmon. Jodi, where are you? Ah, come on up. So Jodi Kinmon, she's our host today. She's the business development manager for Carnival Cruise Line. Jodi's in the business, she's covering South Florida and the Caribbean. Her role focuses on building relationships with travel and travel agent partners, nurturing opportunities to expand cruise vacations, promoting Carnival as a premier selection for groups and events. A travel industry veteran of 20 years, Jodi has overseen multiple teams and projects that focus on sales, marketing, and the client experience. She's helped hundreds of people putting all this together. I'm not going to read the list, right? Because this industry is changing. This industry is changing also to incorporate some of the industry standards that will meet our needs, the people who are 50-something and over, right? Good. And thank you for having us today. Then I want to introduce Marizza Contreras. She's the founder of Calma Spa Concepts and Management. She's a spa consultant and entrepreneur who specializes in branding, implementing, and operational management of on-site spas for upscale hotel properties and outdoor spas. In 2004, she founded Miami's first mobile spa, Miami City Massage, which has just celebrated its 13th successful year in business. Calma Spa Concepts and Management was inspired by her experience and passion for hospitality. She's become an industry leader and the authority in Miami for creating profitable, experiential luxury hotel spas. We've had this conversation. I'm really interested in learning from her how she's incorporating this concept into all of these traditional hotels. Next we have, I was going to call you the king of the night, because if Tara Solomon is the queen of the night, I think Michael Capponi is the king of the night. But I'm reading here that you're the godfather of Miami nightlife. So I'm really excited to have Michael Capponi. So Michael Capponi is the president of Luna Group Holdings, spanning, do I say 3 decades? 3 decades. Michael Capponi's accomplishment in the worlds of hospitality, nightlife, real estate, philanthropy are unparalleled. Once dubbed the godfather of Miami nightlife by Page Six's Richard Johnson, Capponi has also received countless humanitarian awards for his philanthropic works, along with being celebrated for his success in luxury real estate development. Most recently, Capponi, alongside with fellow nightlife visionary Eric Millen, co-founded Luna Group, which specializes in creating unique, lifestyle-driven outdoor venues throughout the Caribbean, U.S., and Central America. The company operates Luna Beach Bimini, a breathtaking beach club and restaurant at Resorts World Bimini, with an emphasis on fine dining, live entertainment, and yoga and wellness retreats. Welcome, Michael Capponi. Thank you so much for being here. So with that, we have a conversation that we want to have. How has your industry changed and adapted to meet the health and wellness trends? And how are you leveraging that? I'm going to start. Each of you are going to talk for 10 minutes, right? And then we're going to have a kind of a wrap up because I know that you're going to glean some things from each other, and we can take a couple of questions. And we're going to start with you, Jodi.
Thank you very much. All right, so great question. We know this is an absolutely evolving industry, as is travel, and so we evolve as well, right? Our guests more and more have more discerning tastes. We have recently revamped our menus to accommodate some of those requests, like avocado toast and farro berry bowls and things that you would expect to see in some of the establishments in Miami Beach. We can accommodate almost, for the vast majority of dining needs, right? Special requests, we can accommodate a lot of that. So wellness is absolutely important. People don't want to take a vacation from their healthy habits. We work so hard to get into that healthy lifestyle, to get some momentum, to get structure and discipline. And while it's nice to say for a week I'm going to go on a cruise and throw it all out the window, not everyone wants that. In fact, most people don't want that. So will they splurge? Sure, absolutely. And we all should every now and then. But they have so many more options. You can come on a cruise and absolutely eat healthy and find those sources, of meals. But it extends beyond the dining experience. It moves into spas, of course. I read recently that Susie Ellis, the president of Spa Finder, she was one of the first to bring spas on board the cruise ships. And she, I guess, approached one of our sister brands, Cunard, and they basically turned a laundrette into a spa room for massages. It had no windows. This is in the early 80s. She opened the Golden Door Spa, and it was so hugely successful. It was sort of this aha moment. We need this experience too. People want this, they need it. So it is a multi-million-dollar part of the cruise industry, 100%. You saw a little bit of what we had to offer today on our tour, but it went up several levels, and on some of the other ships, there's even more there. So we have acupuncturists on board now. 10 years ago, we did not have that. We have lots of massage and different types of massage. That accounts for the vast majority of our treatments on board. But then we also have the facials, would be probably the second most common type of treatment. We have ionotherapy spas and thalassotherapy, saunas and extended saunas where you could buy a pass to go to this place to sweat, detoxify, and have a retreat. So there's more private areas that you can upgrade to, or there's also areas available to everybody. We also, of course, have the hair salon and nails. We even offer a Medi Spa now on our ship. So we have a physician doing Botox, Brotox, Dysport, you name it. We also have a Z Spa, which is really aimed at our tweens. So 13 to 17, where they have their own set of experiences. We have mother-daughter experiences, father-son experiences. There's a men's services department also. So we really have expanded into a lot of unique territories. You can hire a personal trainer while you're on board. You can do a whole series of acupuncture treatments. You can do really a whole host of things while you're on board. And people want to take advantage, and that's just on the ship. We also have an area on all of our ships called Serenity. So if you're not familiar with that, that is a private area on our ships that's outside up by the pool. It's in a separate private area. It's for 21 age and older only. It is definitely restricted. They don't let you in if you're under 21. There's no cost to use it. It's beautiful. It has hammocks and cabanas and really beautiful spaces, hot tubs, a full-service bar. Some of our ships have branched out to now offer chopped salad stations up there, so that you really never have to leave Serenity if you don't want to. And it is really the ultimate retreat, right? And people need that. They need to relax, they need to unwind, and they need permission to. And that's one of the things Carnival continuously promotes is choose fun, whatever that means to you. At this stage of my life, fun is going to the dog park with my dog and doing yoga on a Sunday morning, right? And feeling good and eating healthy and doing things that are wellness oriented. But that's at every age level, right? So everyone is kind of craving this because our daily lives in the workplace are go, 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 grab things on the run. You almost sometimes have a healthier experience on vacation, I have found. I'm actually flying out to Iceland this evening, so I'm looking forward to that. And one of the reasons my daughter and I chose that is because of the wellness aspect. You're hiking, you're walking, you're engaged with nature, you're with the elements, the Blue Lagoon, and and all of that has to offer. So it is definitely an ongoing trend. I was excited to see recently we have a new shore excursion that's in Costa Maya, and it's called the Mayan Retreat. And this is definitely something new for us. It's brand new, and it's getting great reviews, but it just goes to show how much we continuously expand this market. The Mayan Retreat is with a small group of 6 guests. You meet with a shaman in Costa Maya. You do the clay ritual, Temascal, a coconut bath, you have a massage in a hammock, and you have a lunch, a VIP lunch, and it's like $120 per person. So really a very good price, and it's getting really good reviews because it's exposing people to something new, a new experience, and that's what people are craving. They want something that's going to fulfill them and expose them to some new experience to find that inner peace.
Great, thank you. So, and the one thing that we talked about was that the spa on the ship is outsourced. Carnival doesn't do their own spa. So they outsource it to a company that has brought the spa in and runs it for them. So I thought that was a perfect segue, because that's exactly what Marizza does. She'll go into a traditional hotel, a traditional area, right? Whether it be a hotel, whether it be, I don't know, you can talk about it a little bit more, but mostly I think it's hotels. And she will bring the spa experience to them, because that traditional hotel probably has no experience in running a spa, right? And I think that you've been very successful with that. So with that, I'm going to have Marizza talk about a little bit about how she's leveraged health and wellness in her industry. Thank you.
So it's like what Jodi was talking about. Like, you know, we used to, back in the 80s, it was like a 5-star hotel with a big brand and a big spa, all huge. But not everybody had access to it, especially our boutique hotels in Miami. And we were trying to figure out what's the beautiful way for us to bring something that will elevate the brand. So because we become the guardians of the brand. So we start thinking about, okay, so how can we bring that amenity that is not going to be so costly for the hotel? How can we create something beautiful that the guest is going to be talking about? Because at the end of the day, the massage therapist is the one who has a long-lasting relationship with your guests. Not the person on the front desk, not the bellman, or maybe, but the person who's going to make you feel great, the one who's going to help you disconnect. So we start creating treatments that will be memorable for them. If it's your first time in Miami Beach, people they think it's about parties, and sometimes it's not. And sometimes they're going through a divorce, their breakup, they're losing weight, or they decide to become healthy. Every time you come to Miami, you look at everybody and they said, you know what, I want to become healthy. So we start designing treatments that they were catering for the hotels. And our partners loved it, because at the end of the day, they have something amazing that the hotel around the corner doesn't have it. We have such a big inventory in Miami today, so it's really difficult to create loyalty. How can you have the people come back to the cruises? How can I have the guests that used to go to the Ritz-Carlton to come back to the Ritz-Carlton? Or the people who goes to the Lowe's to go back to the Lowe's, when now 2 blocks down the street we have a beautiful hotel. It's so cute, it's boutique. So our partners can say, okay, we have this beautiful area in the roof deck, and we designed 9 years ago the Wellness Garden roof deck at the Betsy Hotel, and it has been super successful. And we have the Spa Cabanas, the Kimpton properties, which is a party scene, but we just turn it around, and that party time becomes a party for them. It's a party to celebrate life. So we switch it, we design them, we cater it to them, and that's how our formula has been very successful. And because Miami City Massage started in 2004 as a mobile spa, and it was great. But at that time, luxury was an incredible thing that everybody could afford it. 2008, 2009, things changed. So the massages and becoming healthy and being well-being stop being a luxury. It becomes a necessity. Because if we don't start with us, then, as a leaders, we set the goal. So when we gave that tool to our partners, our hotel partners, they set the goal to give something amazing to their guests, and that was being inspired for my team as well, and that's how we've been growing. So now we have 6 properties this year. We opened 3 more hotels. We're very excited, and when we find the uniqueness of each property, and with that, the treatments have been very successful. How we do a ritual for the feet, just that little moment for everybody who comes to the hotel. They are like, oh my God, we're so, oh my God, this is awesome. Anyway, so this is so awesome. This is like when you are in the middle of the stage and you're about to prep and sing. So any more moments, please. But yeah, that's how Calma Spa Management has grown. We have a great clientele in our portfolio, and because of Miami City Massage also has been growing so much because we provide the massage service to all the hotels, but we become the ambassadors of the brand. Even when we go to any W hotel or Faina hotel, we represent their brand because we have such a beautiful community with the Concierge Association that when they call us, we've been in business for so long, we have reputation, and they know that when somebody comes to the hotel, it's going to be an amazing massage, number one, it's going to be professional, so then now they know that we have their back. So the spa is completely full, but they have us. And that's how we've been growing.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So segueing into that, Michael, I just want to tell you something. We have mutual friends, and Michael Capponi is the kind of person that is a part of the community. He's not somebody who comes in, puts his business together, and leaves. He's part of the fabric of Miami and Miami Beach communities. The philanthropist, he has worked so hard for Haiti, for Miami Beach, for all of the different areas that have been devastated by hurricane and other kinds of things, and he's really good. I have to say, he's put his back into it, right? I mean, you and your friends, roll up their sleeves. It's not about throwing the money out there. It's about loading things up onto an airplane. It's about getting it to the people in need. And I wanted to tell you myself how much I admire and appreciate that and everything that you've done. Yeah, and part of taking, and we had this conversation, we were a little bit wild and crazy in our younger days, we all were, and Miami Beach and Miami's known for the nightlife scene, and we're still there, but in a different way, and I'm really excited about Luna Beach Bimini, because as opposed to like a cruise, and going to a hotel spa, this to me looks like an immersion experience, and I want you to tell me what you're doing there in Luna Beach Bimini.
Well, thank you. Those were very kind words. I really appreciate it. I started in this industry when I was like 15, and just literally promoting some of the first parties that happened in South Beach in the late 80s, actually. So we were there from the very beginning. We watched the whole entire evolution of Miami go from a small destination, bigger destination, to a mini Vegas with a lot of shallowness and things like that associated with it, and then it made like a shift to a much more positive direction. And all the people that that were like our nightlife clients that partied for years and years and years, they weren't going to the nightclubs anymore, but you would see them in the yoga studios, you would see them in the children, and they like got smart and they evolved. We realized that the skill of gathering large masses of people and giving them something important, which at the time was to party in South Beach, now became something much more important, and it's to create really an experience. There's so much out there right now in the world. Right? You can go to 50 different restaurants; it's almost all the same thing. So, what's going to capture the audience to like something memorable that's going to like make them really have something we can keep together? That's why I love and I'm very impressed that Carnival is doing, the Mayan things and all that. I mean, this is amazing to see that going into that direction. I think that's what the Mayans spoke about actually in 2012. There's going to be a shift of energy, and the large masses of people are going to start getting interested in more real things. So one of the things we created in Bimini is there's a big resort there called Resorts World, and they gave us the concessions in one of the beaches, so we created something called Luna Beach. And the idea is to kind of bring and follow a little bit of the road of what Tulum is doing, which is to create a space for people in Miami to go, but not just, before Bimini was like a little fishing village. And then there was a casino there, and it went to another level. And now we're doing these wellness retreats with all different kinds of brands and different spiritual teachers. So on one weekend it could just be Ashtanga yoga, and it could be, something very common. And then on another weekend it could be completely life-changing experiences where the teachers literally have everybody in tears and talking about all their animosities and things that have happened to them. And when I interview the people and we actually give them surveys when they're done with these retreats and stuff, we really get this was the best part of our journey in Bimini. Something happened, something clicked. And it's a combination of being in the ocean with clear waters, having an opportunity to swim with dolphins, to connect to nature, to look at the stars, to go in the spa, to speak to different healers. And, again, I'm extremely happy to hear doing acupuncture and all the different things like that. This is really the direction. This is the epoch, really, in the spiritual community. This is where we shift and we go into healing in this age. And this is where this civilization, the next generation, really advances and comes together, unifies, and start really taking care of themselves from what we eat, how we treat nature, animals, everything. So I'm very happy to be part of this. And again, the happiest thing I heard today is that multi-billion-dollar company like Carnival taking this direction. It's very impressive. Thank you.
Does anybody have any questions? We have some time. Yeah, here, let me pass you that.
Hi, I'm Elaine Bloom, and I'm the president and CEO of the Plaza Health Network, which is 7 skilled nursing facilities here in Dade County, 4- and 5-star facilities. And when you talk about health and wellness, not everybody is at the optimum point, and we should be thinking in terms of healthcare tourism, bringing people here for some of our phenomenal new facilities, whether it's the Baptist facility or the University of Miami or Mount Sinai, what they're building. And my question has to do with how are you trying to integrate, if at all, the fact that sometimes one member of the family may need surgery and they need rehabilitation at a place like one of mine, while the rest of the family is going to be in the hotels and enjoying things happening here.
It's an incredible question, actually. I just came back from Washington and I was able to see, I was in a conference, and I was so happy to see how our health department is changing the laws. And I was thinking about, we cater to hotels, but we have a lot of residents, and we have a lot of elderlies, and we have a lot of people that we serve in Mount Sinai. And they change in Baltimore. It's started with Baltimore now. So now we have so many addictions with medication and pain medication and with the insurance covered. And now, for the first time in history of the United States, the health department is gonna consider massages as a part of medication, and it's gonna be treated that way. So if somebody wants to have 1, 2, or 3 massages a day, it will be covered by the insurance. So now, we as a practitioners, we need to be certified as a medical practitioner, so we have to go to Tallahassee, change it. So now I'm excited because this is something that I haven't shared, and I think it's going to be great news, but be able to help a lot of, like we're talking about, it's time to change, and the change it starts from home. Be able to help those people that are under a lot of pain and that they need a massage, but they can afford it, and now they will be afforded it. Now we're going to be able to cover it by insurance, they don't have to spend the money. So that thing is going to be amazing, and it's going to change the game for a lot of spots, but it's going to change the health as well. Yes?
Good afternoon. I actually wanted to piggyback on some of the things that were just said in the question. My name is Brandon Meadow. I own a concierge medical practice here in Miami. It's called Polga Medical Group. And in terms of the lady's question regarding medical tourism, there's actually a lot going on as we speak as it relates to medical tourism and bringing more healthcare travel, if you will, to Greater Miami and the beaches. In fact, we ourselves are part of the medical tourism platform through the Greater Miami Convention Visitors Bureau. So when a lot of the big conferences come into town, we're serving their executives and their CEOs. One of our biggest clients, and by the way, which I'm sure you know, is the Palace Group, and we work very closely with them as well. We have patients that have come to us because their families are actually here on holiday, and we'll treat them at Mercy or Baptist, Jerusalem, Miami, or elsewhere. Because we have a pretty strong footprint across all the major institutions, and we can meet the boards as well. So medical tourism is in fact a key component of Miami's growth story going forward, becoming more of a world-class medical hub, and we're proud to be a part of that. So even though it's maybe not as mainstream, there are a lot of things happening to help create more of that opportunity. In fact, I was on a mission this past summer in Colombia. Colombia is amazing healthcare in Colombia in terms of, relative to Latin America. And so we're seeing a lot of momentum between other nations and other Latin American countries, including international healthcare coming to some of our local opportunities, including MCI practice. So I just wanted to just share that and add that to the
Thank you. So there is medical tourism is a huge industry, and Miami in Florida has always been one of the main attractions as far as that's concerned. People coming in from all over the world. Not to negate that, right? We wanted to expand on it a little bit to say how are we incorporating it in the everyday industry, but definitely not to be disregarded is our fantastic medical facilities that we have that cater to the medical tourism field. Because if you're going to have to go to the doctor and do something, why not do it in Florida, right? And your whole family can come and enjoy themselves as well. So does anybody else have, I have time for one more question if you want. So we have a question? No. Yes. Yes.
$1. My question is, it's kind of specific to Michael. We have a lot of chamber members that are in the space of doing wellness retreats or, trying to come up with creative ways to help impact their clients. How would they work with you, and how do you guys kind of vet your programming and what kind of things that you're offering your clients?
Yeah, so that's great. We're actually getting into corporate retreats now, so we have somebody on board that's going to be handling that whole sector who specializes in that. So that's really a tailored program that's specific. So we would do a specific retreat in Bimini for a chamber, and we would just design it for the needs of it. Everybody has different needs. I think we should send them earlier today. It's great.
A lot of times what I've heard is that it applies across the board, right? If the cruise liner or if the hotel or if the resort area will include some kind of educational component that offers the CLE, then the corporate can come and they can bring all of their staff and they can expend their funds that way. But it's also a wellness thing so that you're getting your staff and the people who work with your employees into a better space so they're not calling in sick, they're calling in well. And I allowed for that also. When I worked in the state of Illinois, I found a lot of people were calling in sick all the time, and I found out that they were just tired or stressed, or they needed a day to do laundry or take care of their kids. And so what I said is you can call in well, you don't have to call in sick. And then we'll plan it out and we'll make sure that I'm not at a loss and you're not at a loss and you don't have to lie to me. Because calling in well is something as important as running around and calling in sick. So with that, do you have any more comments? Do you have any comments about that?
The last thing I'll say is, keep a good eye on all the different communities around and different spiritual centers and stuff. What's unique about this specific experience is that it's a little bit of fun too, right? And that's like the key. You're not just going to have to work out and be bored, and so here people, it's kind of at their own pace and at their own menu. If they want to attend 6 classes a day, they're welcome to. If they want to attend 3, they're welcome to. And if at the end of the whole thing they want to listen to a Junkanoo band, have a couple glasses of wine, and have fun, they're also doing that. So, like I said, it's different levels for everybody. So just like she was saying, what are the parents or children do of vacation? It's the same thing. There might be a husband that wants to go gamble while the wife wants to do yoga, or vice versa. So you have all these scenarios going.
Margaret, final word.
When was the last time you had a massage? That's not good. So I'm gonna actually do something for everybody. So I'm gonna gift a massage, a free massage. I know everybody works. I know everybody. You know how many times I tried to get this lady to come to the spa to have a massage? I can actually don't remember how many times I gave a free massage to everybody because people need it. Like we work super hard. We're trying to be a good mom, a good father, a good business owner, a mom. And everybody's trying to balance, and at the end of the day, balance is bullshit. So if we don't take care of ourselves, nothing else is gonna be better. So in order for us to be better leaders and change this world, we have to start with us. So everybody just give a business card to Ceci or to the chamber, and then our office will reach out to you and send you a gift certificate.
We have a list of everybody on board. Are you going to give everybody a free cruise?
For another hour. We do some fabulous offers all the time, and I encourage you to reach out to a travel professional in the community. We always encourage people to work and book through a travel professional. We have one right over here. And I just want to piggyback on a little bit about how important it is to take the time to go on vacation, because it's so sad in this country. Last year, Americans threw away 658 million vacation days. And that's not weekends and holidays, that's actual PTO from your company days. And that's just sad. So we are all on a mission to get people to experience life, to say yes to life, to get out there and take that time. There's countless studies that you can Google showing that you're happier, healthier, your blood pressure is lower, you're having happier relationships, families are stronger, better employees when you come back. There's so many health benefits, no matter what type of retreat that you take. It's important to take it. And you'll see that a lot in our marketing campaign with Shaquille O'Neal. Lately he's out there, it's choose fun. And he's always, you'll notice, in the Y position. So now we're like this.
Why? Choose fun.
Okay. Sounds like
Thank you.
Thank you.
So this was wonderful. Let's give them a big round of applause. Thank you guys so much for taking your time out. One more.
Sorry.
Okay.
Anyone else?
We could do this after.
No, Ceci.
Thank you. So, thank you so much for being here. This is a very important part of being a member of the chamber. You come on board, you participate in an event, you network, get to know everybody, and do good business. I do want my chamber staff to stand up and take a bow for putting all this together. They're there for you, whatever you need. Diane, if you want to take a trip, Diane, every single time we do this, she's there for us. Diane Superville. She's the travel agent to book your cruise trip with. I am Ceci Velasco. I am the executive director of the Ocean Drive Association, and I will tell you, if you haven't been to Ocean Drive lately, you haven't been to Ocean Drive. So I welcome you to come out, have a wonderful time, have a wonderful lunch, and we hope to see you soon in another chamber event.